He's back! Eric Berry returns for this huge Thursday night football clash for the AFC West title between the Chiefs and the LA Chargers. I got the game plan coming for you right here. The Chiefs made a subtle play to let you know that Eric Berry will be playing Thursday night. On Wednesday, they put out a hype video that featured him extensively. And so without saying it, we are confirmed, and we've heard from other media outlets, Eric Berry will play Thursday night. How much is still a question, but the fact that their emotional leader, especially for the defense, is back is a huge uplift, especially against a division rival that is hot on their heels. So big plus for this team going into this contest with Eric Berry back. Welcome back to RGR. I'm Ryan, and this is me going rogue on the NFL and the Kansas City Chiefs. If you're new around here, click that subscription, hit the notification, give me a thumbs up if you like what I'm doing, and leave your comment. For all of you that are back, thank you again. Tight week this week. Gonna jump right into it. Not gonna have as much here because we got to get this done, and honestly, the production schedule is all out of whack on a Thursday week. So we're gonna jump right into it. I've seen a lot of questions from everyone about the tie-breaking procedures, and here's what the NFL has up there and what it comes down to. At the end of the day, what we see is that even if the Chiefs were to fall to these Chargers, the Chiefs are going to remain in first place for that AFC West title, as well as the first round bye, and possibly for the first overall seed anyway. And here's what it comes down to. Yes, they would have another loss. Yes, it would be to a division rival. The Chargers and Chiefs would then have split, and the tiebreak falls to division record. The Chiefs would only have one loss in the division. The Chargers have two. So they remain in second place regardless of the outcome of this game. If the Chiefs were to fall to the Chargers, they would just have to close out and make sure they beat the Raiders to maintain the AFC West title. That said, here's what they got to do. And not going to go through A, B, C, 4 points today. We're going to get down to the generalities. And one is to take advantage of that energy that Eric Berry is bringing back. They got to play tight against the pass. And here's a couple of things. Phillip Rivers is having a great season, maybe one of his best ever. And he's got kind of a hodgepodge group of receivers to throw to. Keenan Allen has scored a touchdown in each of his last 5 games, so he's on a roll. And the thing is, over the last few weeks, the Chiefs have been very consistent about getting pressure, both with Chris Jones, but a lot from the outside edges. And unfortunately for the Chiefs, Phillip Rivers is the best in the NFL at passing when he's under pressure. Now, the bulk of it is when it comes off of the edge. And obviously, Dee Ford and Justin Houston have the ability to break down the edge. And he's able, Phillip Rivers that is to step up in the pocket, and he's still able to deliver balls. Especially from one of the guys that I think we need to watch is Tyrell Williams. Obviously, Keenan Allen's a focus. Williams beat the Chiefs in week 1. He's played well and had some big plays this season. But you see here that the key to it is getting to pressure to Rivers up the middle. So, point 1, if you want to call it, the Chiefs have to pressure with Chris Jones on the inside. Maybe some Noddy and Williams, depending on who's got the better day rushing on the interior. Chris Jones is set up for a good day, and he's got to produce. The other thing that I want to see Bob Sutton do is not mess around with these corner blitzes coming off the nickel or whatever. Send the inside linebackers. Get them in the A-gaps and send them in Phillip Rivers' face. Because while he can't move laterally that well. He's much better stepping up to and fading back in the pocket. If you can get pressure in his face through the A-gaps, it's going to affect his ability to pass that much more. So, for a guy who's very, very good, top of the league against pressure in general, getting it in his face is the only way I can see for them to really affect his passing. On the defensive side of the ball, point 2, you got to run right down the middle. Damien Square is the worst run defender on this Chargers team, and he had a really bad week last week as well. You can run in those A-gaps on this Chargers defense. it is important, and especially with the question mark about Spencer Ware, we don't know at this time if he's going to play or not, which brings us to the Williams brothers. Not brothers, sorry. But Damien showed that he can run off tackle last week. Got outside to a little bit. Want to see Darryl. We saw just a touch of him. Made that pass that I showed you in the last film room video. If you missed that, go check that out from last week. Want to see Darryl come downhill. I think this could be a role for him if Spencer Ware is unable to go. And in the pass game, we all know Derwin James is playing well. I'm not convinced that he's somebody that can take away Travis Kelce. But they have to pick and choose. He can also come down to the box and come off the edge. But his safety partners, particularly Jaleel Addae and Adrian Phillips, are the guys that they need to attack. And whether that's flooding zones that they're going to be in or trying to attack them downfield, if Tyreek Hill is able to go, I think Casey Hayward and Phillips in particular are going to have some trouble with him. So look for them to move him around and get those matchups. If he's hurting, then obviously you're going to come back down to Chris Conley. And I think, honestly, after we saw some more snaps for Gary Dieter last week, saw him do some of the things that Tyreek Hill does in this offense. Look for him to get more snaps if Hill is unable to go. I am very optimistic about what Dieter can do in this offense in that particular role. And the big question mark is going to be Kelvin Benjamin. Can they get enough knowledge in his head of this offense to be able to be productive? Or is it just a red zone kind of thing? Even if it is just red zone, that's important as well. They say he's going to play, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do in this short week. And it's a short week for me, too. Thank you guys for all of your support over the last couple of weeks. I know this is tight. I'll be back over the long stretch before the next football game with a couple of lives and more videos. And I'm going to be in Kansas City over the holidays, so if you're going to be at the Raiders game, let me know. I'm going to do some videos there, but it might be a lot of lives over the Christmas holiday break. So be ready for that. Might not be as produced, the video. So that said, merch is coming. Keep an eye out for that. I'll have cups and t-shirts and whatever as soon as I can humanly get them done. But thanks for asking and thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.